What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Lil Man, the Snapstar, back at it again with another military-related video, specifically the Air Force. So, if you're watching this video, as you can see in the title, man, we're about to talk about tips, advice on how to pass the ASVAB, and I guess preparation for the ASVAB, and what to expect after the ASVAB. So, without any other extra talking, let's get into the video. So my first bit of advice is to study your weak areas. And I'm gonna say the math is like basically the math and English is what's gonna basically give you that qualifying score to qualify to even join whatever branch you're joining. So, but I'm gonna specifically talk about the Air Force because it's what branch I'm in. So therefore, you have to at least score a 36. From what I was told, now they said it's a 32. But when I was trying to go in or whatever, it was a 36, which was the highest to join the minimum score. And they would tell you to at least score a 50 for your jobs. So you got the arithmetic, reasoning, word knowledge, paragraph comprehension, and what's the other one? I think it's like math. It's I don't know. Math knowledge, I think it's math knowledge. So basically the math part is going to be like basic algebra and like word problems and stuff like that. Then the word knowledge is like definitions and stuff like that. And paragraph comprehension is basically understanding what you're reading. If you had to answer like, oh, what was this paragraph about type stuff. Then you also got your other sub tests, they call them. It's a lot of them. So yeah. I'm gonna try to find it. I don't know. I might put it in the comments, whatever. But anyway, so with the Air Force, you got the MAGE scores, which is MAGE, which is mechanical, admin, general, and electrical or electronic. So you basically would pick a job based off your scores within these 4 categories. I think my job falls under general or admin, but I score high in the admin section because I wanted like a office type job or something like that. So if you like fixing things, maybe, score high on the mechanical part because they do have like, you got to do like assembling objects, mechanical knowledge and stuff like that. You got electronic, like all type of stuff that would benefit your job. It's just a lot. And I wasn't prepared to do this right quick. But anyway, so yeah, you got your 4 scores. So your AFQT is basically going to be like I said, it's going to take the math and the English and add it all together. Then you got the other sub test that's going to basically your job, because you can use your AFQT scores also to add up into your job selection choices as well. So what else you got to do? So preparing for it, I say, like I said, study your weaknesses. Like mine was math, so I studied math. You got ASVAB for Dummies is a good one. That's the only one I use and I recommend. So what else you can do? I mean, if you kind of know like some of this stuff, like I guess if you basically is like, I'm rambling, but it's ninth. I think they said it's like freshman math or something like that. So if you basically like fresh out of high school, it should be easy. If you in college, it should be easy. But for y'all who didn't do well in the math department in school or been out of school for a while, it's gonna be kind of like, oh damn, I gotta retrain my mind and all that. But it's not as hard as you think. So when you do go take the test, just like be calm, be chill, and like don't overthink it, because the answer that you feel like is right could be right. So once you start second guessing yourself, that's when you kind of like mess up, I should say. But it's not really a pass or a fail. It's more, well, you could say it is, but I'm gonna say it ain't, because you just didn't qualify or you qualified. So I guess it is a pass or fail. But long story short, like me, I used to like study and like at least give yourself study time like 30 minutes to an hour. Don't overload your brain, because your attention span, is going to drop eventually. So it's like, hey, 30 minutes to an hour on the daily, or like 30 minutes in the morning time, 30 minutes at night. Just like don't overdo it. Don't go more than an hour and a half. Like keep it small, like so you still doing your day, but you like, hey, I took time out to study for a little bit, come back, do whatever I need to do, come back, study a little bit. So you just not like just straight tunnel vision on the ASVAB studying. So once you take the ASVAB test, it's really an adaptive test. So you can like get this first question right, they're going to give you a harder question. And the more you get them right, the more points, the more weighted, it's like weighted scores. So it's like, I guess it adds it up more. So like say you get the hard one wrong, they're going to give you an easy on the next one. And you just keep building up like that. And of course, the more you get right, the higher the score. So once you're done with the ASVAB and stuff at MEPS or whatever, it's just basically like you either talk to your recruiter or you talk to a job counselor while you're there. It depends on what type of like if you're just going to take the test, you're more than likely going to talk to your recruiter. But like me, I took the test and I was also swearing in the next day. So I talked to my recruiter over the phone, but I also spoke with a job counselor there that like went over my scores and like asked me what was I interested in and stuff like that. Cause you're going to have to choose a job, not necessarily that day, but you're going to eventually have to choose a job that you want to do, that you qualify for. You can do like I did. I already knew what job I wanted. So once they said it was available, I signed my name that day. I wasn't having to come back and wait for the phone call from my recruiter to say, hey, this is open now, unless you want to do that. But the thing with the Air Force, you can go in open, which is like open general, open admin, open mechanical, open electrical or electronic. So basically any job under that specific category, they would just put you in if wherever they needed. So if you like say you wanted to do admin, all right, you don't know what job you want to do. So you're like, you know what, I'm gonna let them choose the job for me. And some people get the job that they like, some people don't get a job that they like. But the thing with the Air Force, you can cross train, or reclass. So basically what I'm gonna do, because I signed a 6-year contract, I at least gotta work my job for 5 years until I can reclass into another AFSC. And if you do 4 years, it's like 3 years and then you can reclass, or 2 years and you can reclass. So you have the opportunity to like basically reclass or cross train or whatever. So basically reclassing is just going into another AFSC, which means you have to go back to tech school. So just look at it like that. So me personally, I wouldn't do the open because like I don't want them to just throw me anywhere that I might not like. So like what if I'm like, I want to go open general and they put me as a mechanic or something like that, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. So yeah, make sure you just got the job that you want and wait to pick the job that you like or whatever the case may be. But to each his own. But other than that, man, like the ASVAB is really like, I wouldn't say it's a hard test. It's just an annoying test because it's so long, and it's like taking the SAT, ACT. Like it means a lot because you gotta have it to get to the next step. So it's like, oh my gosh, like I have to pass. But if you do so happen not to get the score that you want, like a qualifying score, you can wait 30 days and take it, or you can wait up to 6 months. And then I think if you fail it like 3 times, I think you're done or something like that. I'm not for sure if I'm mistaken me, don't get me wrong. But other than that, it's like, it's not really bad. Like even if you get like a 40, like I scored a 47. So I qualified. Did I get the 50 that they wanted me to get? No, but I could also have been like, hey, I want to retake it and then try to get a higher score. So basically with that, if you scored a 40, like I scored a 47, say I went retook it and I scored a 40, that's the score they're going to take because that's the most recent. So now I didn't really screw myself over because now my job selections are about to be slim because I'm not going to have a lot of job choices because, like I said, the higher the ASVAB, the more job selections you get. So I recommend if you get the passing score, unless you a perfectionist, do you? But me personally, like I wouldn't do it because you could pass. I mean, you could. It's a risk. That's all I'm going to say. But other than that, man, like if y'all need tips, just calm down. Don't overthink it. Relax. Study, like I said, for 30 minutes to an hour. It's really like I said, don't think too deep in it. Just let it flow. Take your time. I mean, it's a time test. Like certain sections is like you might have like 13 questions, but you got 20 minutes to answer. So the total time for the test is literally like, I say it's like 3 hours long probably. It depends on how fast you go. So like I said, take your time. There's no need to rush. So if you're the last person in there, it doesn't matter. Just do what you need to do to pass and you will be all right. And that's pretty much all the advice and tips I can give on the ASVAB. If you're about to take the ASVAB, man, like good luck to y'all. Hope y'all pass on whatever branch y'all going to. So if y'all are going to Air Force, man, shout out to y'all. Welcome. because I'm believing y'all. So with that being said, man, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and Star Life TV, we out. Yeah.